And welcome back to the Daily Wrap. Now, before we get going here, I want to tell you about this great promotion we have going at the network. Newsmax wants to send one lucky couple on a 7-day Silver Sea cruise to the Caribbean this winter. Obviously, a luxury cruise on the Silver One is the trip of a lifetime. To win, you need to enter our sweepstakes, which you can do by visiting newsmax.com/sweepstakes. Again, to enter, that's newsmax.com/sweepstakes. So media analyst and author Mark Dice hit the streets again, this time asking people to sign a petition to impose a 1% white privilege tax on all Caucasians in America to fight racism and even out the playing field. Let's take a look at some of the responses.
It's just a 1% tax on the Caucasians, and it'll just be redistributed into some of the minorities.
They'll pass something like this.
It'll just help even the playing field, don't you think?
Yeah, I just don't see it getting passed.
We're going to take that silver spoon out of the white people's mouths. We're going to put it back into yours.
Appreciate it, man.
You guys deserve that.
Aren't you white, dude?
Yeah, but you know what? I have enjoyed the white privilege myself, so I'm trying to give back to the African-American community with the white privilege tax.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Appreciate that. A lot of Caucasians experience white privilege being born in America white, so we're trying to...
Thank you. I appreciate you.
We're trying to...
You're the kind of white dude I like. Thank you.
The white people are beneficiaries of the white privilege, institutional racism in this country. He knows. So apparently these mentally enslaved morons think that in order to fight racism, they're going to implement a racist policy by taxing white people.
Now, not everyone Mark talked to was a mentally enslaved moron.
It's a new white privilege tax on the Caucasians' income. It's just an extra 1%.
That's terrible. That's awful. What the f***?
Thank you. I appreciate that, bro. It's a white privilege tax. It's just a 1%. Hold on.
Is this a joke?
It's just a 1% tax. It's a white privilege tax. It's just 1%.
I don't want to tax you guys.
It's just a 1% tax on the Caucasians.
It wasn't about you guys. You guys, we wouldn't have all this.
Well, it's time to give back.
What are you talking about?
It's just a 1% tax on the Caucasians to help.
You're joking.
We are joking.
Where's Jay Leno or Jimmy Fallon?
Hey, thank you for not being so stupid and being. Thank you for not being racist. Yeah. We're trying to fight racism by being racist to tax those white. Oh yeah. Oh, they want to just tax the white man, and you know, yeah, you know, we're gonna fight racism by being racist.
Yeah.
You know? Thank you so much.
So as the last woman said, this video shows that people will sign practically anything. But is Mark Dice really that far off base here? Could there be a form of a white privilege tax in our future, Joe?
Where does Mark Dice live? Where he's on boardwalks, there's palm trees.
He's in Southern California.
That looks nice, doesn't it? Will there ever be one? I'd be curious to see if I would have to pay that tax. Because while I am as white as Wonder Bread, I get that completely. My last name is Concha. Concha.
Oh, you might find a little way to slip through the...
I found a loophole.
Such a white
right?
man. Such a white man looking for
I'm
a
Latino.
loophole.
I'm not giving you
Not to pay his
1%.
taxes. All right, so you have to do the rest of the show in Spanish, and then we'll consider it.
Adios.
Yeah, see, bye.
Wait.
Heather, what do you say to this?
Listen, I mean, the idea of it seems preposterous, but I am concerned about some of the ways that these conversations are going. When Martin O'Malley today apologized for saying Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, that to me is preposterous, and yet that was what was expected.
And to give people context, this was at the Netroots Nation, which is the super liberal get-together that took place over the weekend, and he started out by saying all people,
all lives
matter,
right.
and he was booed. And he was booed. So when he apologized and said, well, wait, Black Lives Matter. Well, aren't Black lives part of all lives? I didn't understand that at all.
And the same thing happened to Hillary Clinton when she spoke at a church. She said all lives matter, and she too was given a lot of backlash about that. And I think that is terribly worrisome and similar to what we just saw, where it seems ridiculous. It seems like how could anyone boo all lives matter, and yet you see it happening. And worse, you see someone who's trying to be president apologizing for having said it.
Tucker, isn't that the weirdness of it, is that he actually apologized for saying all lives matter?
I heard his apology, and it disturbed me. In fact, I had to turn it off. I just couldn't listen to it anymore. Of course, all lives matter. And I thought to myself when I was listening to him, this is exactly why people hate career politicians, is somebody says something perfectly reasonable and then feels like they need to backtrack and apologize. As for this issue, I have to laugh at this issue, because if I don't laugh at it, I get so fiercely angry, because I don't know a single person that picked their color. Do you know anybody that picked their color?
I keep saying that the one-time mayor of Baltimore and the governor of Massachusetts is the Democrats' version of Scott Walker. He does not belong in the White House. He just doesn't have it, and I think he proved it this weekend.
Could be an opening for Lincoln Chafee.
Could be. So what do you think about the white privilege tax? Go to newsmax.com/comments and let us know. Coming up next, it's potluck time, so you don't want to go anywhere.